Hello, Brenda.
Hey, Betsy.
All right, we're at it again. We've officially launched. We're out on all of the apps that anybody could ever want. Apps I
Woohoo!
never even heard of before, which is awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And we haven't been back here in the studio for a little bit.
Oh, it has been. Yeah, it's time.
It's been a little while, so here we go.
All right. I'm excited.
Me too.
Today, we're going to talk about a few different things. Brenda and I were discussing some ideas on some of the stories that we could share with you, and some of the things that came to mind are the wonderful ventures of taking family pictures.
It's always fun.
Yeah, exactly. All the times over the years, we have quite a few fun stories about that. And then coming off of our recent spring breaks, we thought that all of the different family vacations that we've had and just some of the woes of how you actually get there and yes, and whatever else comes up. I'm sure there'll be a lot of other fun stories. Awesome. I'm excited. When we were talking about the idea of doing family pictures, I'm very excited. So it isn't often that we get all of our 6 kids together. We're across multiple states, in fact, all the way across the US. And the last time we had a really good family picture was our wedding, which was 10 years ago.
Wow.
And yeah, a long time ago. And when you have kids that are our kids' ages, they look much different
They
in that
do.
10-year span. So they no longer allow us to hang that picture. They
I
think
think
they just
it's time for a new one.
don't look the same, Mom.
Yeah.
I don't look anything like that. You can't even tell it's me. I'm excited. We're going to get to all be together again here, and it's a couple weeks actually. It's the first wedding of all the kids. We're super excited.
That's coming up quick.
Yes, yes, yeah. It's going to be awesome. We are very excited to have marriages and grandchildren and all the other things that come at this phase in life, and we haven't had any yet, so no pressure, kids.
Super exciting.
Yeah. So we're gonna all be together. So I said to my husband, "Hey, we haven't had one in 10 years. We're all gonna be together. This would be awesome if we could just have a family picture. We don't need to do anything super fancy. I don't want to overscript it, but I am also the Christmas matching PJ mom.
I am as well. Yeah, so I
So
totally understand.
I tend to go overboard a little bit in some of these. And so anyway, I think we've got a good plan. I think it'll come together well and
So,
it'll look
so
nice.
hold on. You're having this family wedding somewhere out of town, and then you're going to throw in just a quick family picture.
Yeah, I told him it'll only take 5 minutes.
Okay. I can't wait to hear how it all went.
I said I want 2 pictures. One with the kids and us, and another one with their others, because we're gonna have a
Yeah.
lot of their
Significant.
others.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, I want 2, and that's all I need.
Okay.
And we'll just make sure that everyone's looking the right way. Because Brenda, on all your family pictures, that's exactly how it works. Everyone's always smiling exactly the right way.
Oh,
They're always coordinated the way they
perfectly
need to
coordinated.
and happy to be there. And there's never
That-
any issues.
You are so funny. That brings me to my next question. You look at a family picture
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, wow, everybody looks so great. They're coordinated. Little do you know at the time how much time that mom spent
All
going
that
out and,
shit together.
first of all, deciding what everyone would wear,
Yeah.
then having to go to the store or
Coordinate
multiple
all of
stores to
the
find said outfits because
Yes.
you know you're the one doing it.
Yes. Yes. You
And-
have to get it all super special for that moment.
Yeah.
And then you realize that your son's pants don't fit anymore because that bugger grew.
Last month they fit. They just don't now.
So we're going to go waist up.
And that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So have you decided on a color scheme for this?
I think we're just going to go black shirts,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to ask for anything else.
There you
Just
go. That's
plain,
easier now.
I think so. I think everybody's got black is slimming.
It is.
It's very complimentary. It's going to be in warmer weather, so I think it'll be sunny.
It'll look great with any kind of background.
And so I
You
think
know, you have to have something on the bottom half too, so you're not going to
I'm not
worry
even
about
gonna,
that.
no,
Okay.
I'm not going to dictate it. I'm letting it go.
All right.
I'm just going to let it be whatever it is.
That's awesome.
And that's how
I
it is.
cannot wait to see this
Yeah,
picture.
it'll be fun. I'm excited because I need something that's mantle worthy, and hopefully it'll happen. I can remember though, years and years ago, all the stories of trying to put the family together for different pictures. So my son, when he was born, he was a little bit colicky. And for the first couple months of his life, he did a lot of crying and not a lot of sleeping. And we were tired. and we decided we're gonna go have a family picture. We're just gonna make this happen. It was a Christmas picture. They had all their cute little Christmas outfits. We went to JCPenney studio and
Oh,
we were
yes.
very
Many
excited
times
about,
there.
yeah, having this wonderful picture and knew that he would be up because that's what he did. He was up all the time and we were just hopefully he didn't scream. Can you believe at, I don't know, 2 months old, there was not one way we could get him to wake up. He would.
You know what? I remember those pictures. I remember
That's
getting
exact
down thinking, "Oh, it's so cute. He's asleep. The baby's asleep. That's adorable."
Yeah, no. We tried everything to get him to wake up. I'm like, what is going a smile? Nothing.
Of
He
course.
was a blob and he would not at all crack a smile, nothing. So like, you know what? He is his own person. We're starting it now. He wants to sleep right now, and this is how it's gonna be. We're gonna capture this
Well,
moment
I
just
will
like
tell you,
this.
it was an adorable family photo, so
That's
it
awesome.
works.
Oh my gosh.
On the
Just good
flip
times.
side of that, another story when I meticulously put the outfits together.
Yeah. You do scarves
I
sometimes
do
too.
scarves
So like
sometimes, so I'm
you're
trying to
kinda
match the
yeah.
scarves, and I'm trying to match the 3-year-old,
Yeah.
myself, and my 2 daughters, and then my husband, a complimentary,
Yeah.
right? So, had some really cute outfits. I had a friend who's a photographer. She took us to this field, and before this, everyone's getting ready. Girls, we're all doing
Yes.
our hair.
There's not working
We
out
have
the
to
way I
go.
want it to, well.
Yes, my hair looks terrible.
Yes.
So everyone's cranky before we get there. My
Yeah.
husband's just waiting for us to go. We get there, and the girls are just mad at each other.
Yeah.
They're just not happy.
Yeah.
And the photographer brought a blanket with her because it was fall. So
Yeah.
it was beautiful outside, but it
Yeah.
was still a little chilly. We had sweaters and scarves on.
Yep.
And so not only were we walking through this field trying to find the right shot, people were a little bit frustrated. They calmed down a little bit, but you get there and we make the girls get together
In
and
the
wrap
blanket.
themselves in the blanket together and then smile, pretty. And so they were just like, they were great sports about it, but it was just hilarious. Leading
They
up
were
to speaking.
think we should start a business where we have the photographer that does the professional photos that everyone wants to make you look like you're the beautiful, perfect family. But then there's the other photographer that's beside that's taking all of the pictures up to that
All
moment
the real
of you
yeah.
screaming as you're getting out of the car.
And you're like, just sit there and put a smile on your face. We're almost done.
I don't ask much.
And then you proudly put that picture up on the
On the mantle.
mantle. Everyone's smiling, looking so happy. And,
Post it on
everyone else.
Facebook, and they're all like, "Oh,
my
you look
goodness,
so
look at that."
lovely. You coordinated so well." Yes, this is how we are all the time.
So thank you, families,
Yes.
for humoring us
Yes.
and getting that done for that great picture. But yes, there's a lot that goes into that one.
Just getting
picture.
there.
So
I was talking to a mom recently, and she said, "I've just quit."
yeah, she said it's been a while since
I
wow.
just I don't even try. So that's probably why I do so much with the Christmas PJs because I can't coordinate all that. And then we do funny faces or
Yeah.
whatever. Then it's not so serious. And
We do the Christmas PJs as well, and my family seems to really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big thing for my daughters and I to figure out, okay, what's the pattern this year?
Yeah.
What,
yeah.
so
I won't
lot
even
of
tell
fun.
them. I act like it didn't happen
Oh,
every year. Isn't that so funny? They're so old and they're like, "Mom, which present is it?" I'm like, "I don't know."
you have to find
We'll wait and find out on Christmas Eve. Never know. But and I've also found sometimes I buy way more because I'm a little bit worried. We never know how many of the others are going to be there.
Yes.
And I've got Mima and we've got other people. And so I buy extra. And so I'm finding stashed PJs that we didn't use all year long
That's so cool.
because I don't know. And then I'm like, I don't know if this person is this size or this size because I get some, not always for just my kids. So anyway, it's funny. I just the other day found some PJ bottoms and I was like, oh, that works. I'll take these. Yeah.
We go up north for Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Which is my family there and some of my husband's family. But we go up there so that we can all spend time with the extended family.
Yeah.
It's almost like one time a year we get to see
Right.
everyone.
It's
So
hard.
I don't like to miss it. My kids don't like to miss it because they see people they don't get to see that
All the
often
time.
because we live farther away. But we take our pajamas with us.
Oh, so you can put them on.
We put them
Nice.
on at the Christmas party.
Yeah.
When the party's all done,
Yeah.
everyone else knows, okay, you guys getting your PJs on?
That's awesome.
So the four of us come out with our PJs and we take pictures in front of the tree before we
Oh,
leave, and
that's
then
so
we get in the car and we head back
cool.
home.
Wow.
It's been a really fun thing. And like I said, the whole rest of the family is expecting us to.
Yeah. Your PJ
What
time.
PJs are you going to have on this year?
So funny.
And now we have them for the dog.
Yeah, that's
So it
exactly. We
gets to
expand.
match.
Yes. We have to have the different coordination of the animals and then trying to get the animals to look.
Oh,
That's
that's
even
almost worse than a little baby or a little toddler. We
Yes,
could not get the dog to look.
And then you get the animal to look and the people are looking at the animal. All right.
That's good
funny.
enough.
Exactly.
We'll
This is
move
a
on.
funny picture. It's funny as we talk about taking pictures. So I'm the picture taker in the family. I like
Yeah.
to document a lot. And ever since the kids were young, I just have been very committed to making sure we capture the different moments. That's how I like to phrase it. The kids would probably say, Mom, this is a real pain because we can be mid doing everything. I'm like, just one more, okay, everybody get together. So all of their friends know that this is just a thing that I do.
Yeah.
So whether male, female, doesn't matter. They are partaking in the festivities. We've even had to get back into the theme sometimes because someone new would come and I'd be like, oh, we don't want to leave them out. So are we going to get your outfits back on and come back together? And I was talking to a mom and they were like, but then every once in a while, you actually get yourself in a photo just for proof you're alive. Yeah.
Mom
Mom
was
was
here
here
start
too.
doing what my aunt does. Love you, aunt. She makes sure she does a selfie with everyone
Oh, good idea.
for wherever
What
you
the
go.
occasion is. That's
Whatever
her
the
proof she's
occasion is,
alive.
she's also in the photo, so we call her the selfie queen. But
That is awesome.
but she's also the picture taker too.
Yeah.
So we know
Yeah.
she's going to be taking the picture. But
That's awesome.
I appreciate that you are doing that also because my kids don't love that I want to take pictures.
This is when I'm the bad guy.
Yes, it's so easy to say it's for
Betsy.
Betsy. She's going to want to take the picture. So just
That's
get in there
awesome.
and they will smile for you.
It's funny.
It's just much easier to say
Well,
she's going to want pictures.
I love it. Something new that I started probably about 10 years ago. It might have been longer, a few years longer than that. At the end of the year, I upload them to Snapfish. I go through and grab the best ones and I do a year in review book.
That's amazing. I always think about that, but I
Yeah.
don't do it. So
Yeah.
I
It's way back when we would print all of the
Mhm.
pictures and then we would put them in photo albums. And right now, I swear to you, I probably have 50 to 100 photo albums downstairs. I bet of all these
Well-
pictures, but it just got too much.
I always appreciated that no matter where we were, I would get an envelope the next time I saw you.
Yes, with the extra
That you printed for me
duplicates.
too, with my kids in it. So it was very helpful to me as well.
Yes.
So thank you.
Somebody that's going to spontaneously combust down there with all the different pictures that we have of all of the different events.
Oh.
So anyway,
Awesome.
that's cool. We recently went on spring break and it just reminded me, and Brenda, you and I have this same quality. And so I would love to talk a little bit about it. I admire the people who just booked next year's spring break because we tend to book our spring breaks
Couple months. There was a time where we booked our spring break on the way to the airport. If it can top that,
I don't know. I don't think I can.
that was almost the best.
Yeah.
We were not going to go on spring break that year.
I remember that year.
Yeah.
You're like, we're not doing it. I'm like, really? I
Yeah.
just can't imagine. You're going to want to stay in this Michigan weather is no fun.
I know, not at all. And I don't remember why we weren't going to, but my husband and I were sitting around.
I think you had a few trips planned
Maybe.
outside of it. And so you're like, we'll be fine.
Yeah. And then maybe dance was like
Yeah,
close by. I don't
Probably, yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
But we were sitting around one of the days of spring break. Let's just take a look. Let's see how expensive it is.
Yeah.
And actually, at that time,
Yeah. You probably
because
got
we
great
were so
deals.
late,
Yeah.
there were
They're like on their
Really
last
good
ditch
deals.
effort. They're like, who are you people out there that
So
did not plan and want to do something?
so we were like, girls, do you want to go on spring break? Yes. Get your stuff together. We're leaving in 30 minutes.
We
Not
gotta
kidding.
catch
We
the
were
flight.
running around the house,
Oh
throwing our
my
stuff in
gosh.
suitcases.
Oh, that's
We
awesome.
kidding?
I bet it's a great memory for them. I'm surprised they didn't bring that up when you asked them about memories.
I'm surprised too
Yeah.
because we got in the car and we actually had to drive to Chicago because we got on the
Yeah.
airplane there.
Yep.
On the way to Chicago, we had to book a park and fly. Like we had to book a place for our car. We didn't have one of those.
You didn't even have somewhere to leave your car and you're on the way.
Yeah, we were
Oh
on the
my
way there.
gosh. Oh my
And then on the way there, my older daughter and I were on the internet searching for a place to stay once we got to our destination. So we picked the destination,
Oh my gosh.
didn't have a place to stay.
Oh
So we were
wow.
like, look at this one, look at this one. And but it was very stressful at the time, but it was also like exhilarating. It was
Oh, yeah.
so cool. And we found a place, we got there. We had this awesome time for 4 days, and then we flew back home. And I was
How
like, you know what?
fabulous.
Leading up to that, I didn't have any of that stress.
Yeah.
Trying to figure
Because
out where
that's,
we were
I
going to
know,
go.
that's the thing. That's why I hate it. I'm going to reveal a secret.
Okay.
I love vacations that I actually don't have to make any decision.
I agree.
And
Yep.
this is my secret. And if my great MSU girlfriends listen to this, you're going to now know my secret. I have wonderful planners in my MSU group of girlfriends, and we plan annual trips. And I make it my role to just go along with whatever the plan is because I really don't love making any decisions or the plans with it. I make decisions all day long,
I hear you.
whether it be in my family or my career. And so vacations for me, the best vacation is when I just get told what to do and it ends up working out okay. And so it's funny, we actually were working on a trip, a get together, and it's a smaller group that can go on this trip coming up. And the three of us are the non-decision makers, and we're really struggling. What are we going to do? We're like, oh no, we didn't even think about this. Can we tap into one of the girls that plans to be able to help us to plan it? Because we don't know how we're going to do this. It's so hard.
Just want to make sure you can make
Pre-planned.
everyone happy.
And I have so many different personalities.
Yeah,
It's so hard.
it is.
We got our beach goer. We got our, I just want to sit by the pool and read a book.
I
We've
want
got
to
our
go do
fisherman.
something all day, every
All day, be
Yeah.
active the whole time. And I'm like, I just want to sit here
Yeah.
and veg. I want to have activities. I like doing things.
Yes.
But yeah, it's so
That-
hard.
That's the one thing about the four of us in my family. We all really like to just go find a spot and just chill.
Yeah.
And
Your lives are so packed.
They
and so busy all the time.
so it's really
But there's
nice,
only
though,
those
that we
moments.
all-
And once, like now, you don't have, it's hard for you to do vacations together, right? Because
is.
when your kids get out of high school, they go to college, they have different spring breaks.
Yes.
So then you're limited, really limited on the days you get together. And then they're in the professional world. And like now we have all of our professional kids, and they're like, guys, we have 2 days,
Right.
2 PTO days. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's
Mhm.
not going to be on a family vacation.
This year was different for us because of that, for sure. We couldn't take our older daughter along with us. We really wanted to, but it just didn't work out. So
Yeah.
this was the first year that we didn't do something like that together.
Yeah.
So that was
It's
a bummer.
so hard.
Yeah.
So my family loves road trips.
Oh, and
and-
my family hates road
Isn't that
trips.
so funny? And I knew that about us, that we were completely different in that. We've driven everywhere. We've driven to Park City, Utah. We've driven to Florida multiple times. New Jersey.
I give you a lot
Myrtle
of credit
Beach.
for that.
You name it. We love it. The kids loved it. And it's funny because growing up, I do remember going on road trips and really enjoying it. I get very car sick. And
do
so my dad would create, back when we didn't have to wear a seatbelt
Mhm.
where we went, he would just create a little path for me to sleep the entire route.
Oh, wow.
And we went to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. It was an amazing trip, and I enjoyed the entire route there as I slept in my
As you
little
slept.
hole in the back between the suitcases.
That's awesome.
Just keep it on the road, Dad. And
Yeah.
I think I actually could drive at that point in time. And I think I drove maybe a half hour, and he was like, okay, I'm good. You go back to the back. I can't handle a 16-year-old driving on one of our road trips. You go really fast out west. Like
Oh,
the speed limit is 80.
I have not They're no west.
We went up to the Black Hills and down to Park City. Park City's beautiful. We've been there a couple times. I love it as a destination. We've been to Tennessee too. That's another Smoky Mountains, a huge favorite of
That
ours.
is another place I would like to go.
Yeah.
But yes, no, we have the opposite feeling in our family. So my husband is quite an aggressive driver, I would say. And I am the opposite. So we have a differing opinion. And then they kind of get on each other's nerves a
Right.
little bit. This is back when they were littler. So
Right. It is hard to be in the car for a while. I'm sure we played movies and we did a lot of different games and things. We have car bingo. I just found our car bingo. Have you heard of car bingo? Do you
I
know
have
what that
not.
is?
No.
It's hilarious. It's when we didn't have phones and we actually had to look up.
Right.
It's a card and it has all sorts of different things that you would see on a trip, like billboards and dump trucks or flags, things like
Yeah.
construction workers. And there's a little square for each one of them and a little red door, and you slide it as you see them. And the first person to get bingo on their card wins.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
And I just found these cards, so I just put them in our car.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't wait to whip them out the next time we go on a trip with my 17 and 21 and 20. Okay, it's time for car bingo. Remember this?
I mean, the last, I would say, long road trip we took was to Arizona when we drove our daughter out to college.
Yeah. That was a
And
long one.
they're older then, so it was good. It was a great trip. We had
Yeah.
fun. We planned some different
Stops.
stops along the way. And
Did you plan them in advance or did you plan it once you got on the road?
we did plan those in advance.
Okay.
That was one.
Because there were a few that we've done on the road
Okay.
as we've gone on our trips. We're like, okay, what do you think we can see? Oh, look, Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I did try to route this one out a little bit better. So that was good.
That's
I mean,
awesome. It's hard. It's a long time in the car. I don't know why actually they like it. We've driven long hours. The kids know if I'm singing 80s music really loud and bouncing around in my seat that I'm really tired and that I probably need a break from driving.
Yeah.
That's my trick to stay awake. But yeah.
I do that a lot too. I love 80s music.
Yeah.
Because it's usually my husband or I driving. And for
Yeah.
some reason on these trips, it seems like I'm the one driving at night.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Right.
And on the way to Arizona, it was my turn to drive. So I'm driving and there was a rainstorm.
Oh, that's
it
the worst.
was-
I just can't
I
see.
could not see.
Yeah.
It was so bad. And I was starting to panic a little bit. Got
Yeah.
off the highway. We were fine. But
It's scary.
those are the other reasons I don't really love road
Yeah.
trips.
No can do on the road trips.
Yeah.
We've done a few trips because we have a lot of family and grandparents down in Florida area. So we've spent a lot of time at the different amusement parks down there when we would go down there. And I always was the one didn't plan ahead the activities at Disney.
Same with me.
I'm like, oh, we could have gone to that breakfast.
It's all sold out now.
Oh, isn't that neat that they're meeting those princesses? Oh, you can get a book and have them sign it. I didn't know. So we all were a little stuck behind usually. I got the characters that nobody wanted one time for breakfast, and I can't even remember what they were. Maybe it's Handy Manny. I don't even remember. But I was pretty excited because something
Yes.
was open
And
we did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
get in there.
I didn't even know that there were fast passes the first time that we went down. We waited in the long lines for It's a Small World and a few of the other ones. And I'm like, oh, this seems like we're never going to get through all these. And then I went up to this machine and I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is something. Isn't that terrible? That's how little
That's
research
how I
that
was the
would
same.
do.
I was the same
Terrible.
way. We have several friends who love Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
And I really like it too now that I know a little bit more. But again, we're there and I'm thinking, this is the happiest place on earth. We're standing in this 2.5 hour line. And my kids are not very happy right now. And then all of the friends are posting how much they
How many
love it.
rides they've been on? You're like, I'm missing
How
something
are
here.
you doing this? So we have figured it out through asking our friends. But yes, I was the same way.
Yeah.
How come I can't get into that breakfast? Or why
Yeah.
can't I?
I didn't know that
didn't
was a
know.
thing. I never even asked. My dad played a game when we would go to see if he could not stop moving. So as you're going in the line and you would have those chunks of movement
Yeah.
where you would have breaks, he thought it would be funny to just go slow when you have a big gap. He would go super slow and then he would just not stop moving and slowly run into the people in front of us and hope that it would just
Oh,
keep moving. And I'm like, Dad, you just can't do this. Like, you're actually budging
right.
the people in front of you. You can't. He's like, it's not my fault. It's a game I'm playing. And I'm like, yeah, no, no.
Oh, that's so fun.
So do your kids like amusement parks? We haven't talked about this. Do you do Cedar Point? We've done Cedar Point a lot. We've done Michigan Adventure a
Yes,
lot. Do they do that? Because
they
it's the same
do.
thing. You
They
go,
yes,
you have to figure out how to play the game with the
yeah.
fast passes and the rides. And
There's just a lot to it. And
yeah,
again, you're planning everything getting there.
yeah.
And
And
then
you're
you
like,
have to all
hallelujah,
of
we're
a sudden.
in. And then you have to, like, we stand in line here while they go to that ride. And then
Right.
they go to that ride and try to get through it in the fast pass. And you hope that they can get back before you have to hand them that 2 hour window of
To
this.
get on the next.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
yeah,
It's super stressful.
it's a lot.
Again, we don't go to the amusement parks a lot. We did more when they were littler.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very kind of stressful thing for me. And then everybody's looking at you like, okay, what do we do?
What do we
next?
do next?
Where
Yeah.
are we going?
Yeah.
How are we getting?
Where's all the food? Where's the snack? I'm hungry. Did you bring that water? Mom, where's my water bottle? How do I keep all this
I
together?
know.
Mom, I'm cold. Here's my shirt off my back.
Yes, here's my water. I don't need it. Which is really what we do.
I'm sorry I haven't eaten for 24 hours, but you really want my sandwich. I'll be fine. Is this a French fry on the ground? I'll just eat this.
That's awesome.
It's a bummer too. Our big vacation that we had together.
Oh my goodness. It
It
was
was-
such a bummer. I ended up with COVID and the flu,
Yeah.
which is what the doctor said. They were surprised that I had both.
You just felt so bad
I
too.
felt
and
awful,
it was beautiful
so-
weather and it was a cute little place.
It was so cute. And I could hear you guys in the backyard having such a good time. And I was just laying in my room in bed the whole time.
Knowing that you're missing out.
My husband and my daughter had a great time. So that
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah. Yes.
And they really bonded with
Yeah.
your family.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
awesome too. I could look out the window. So the pool was behind my
Your room.
bedroom. So I could look out the window and see you guys. And my husband, you're fine. Come on out. I said, honestly, I just don't even feel well enough to come out.
Yeah. I
So
feel like
I
don't
just
feel good. It's
wanted
not
to
even about
sleep.
you guys anymore. It's about
Yeah,
I
I mean,
feel like crap.
I just not gonna be any fun anyway. So
Uh,
yeah, that we have to actually do
do.
that
Yeah.
vacation. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a real bummer. My vacation last year, you talked about someone else planning the vacations
Yeah.
for you. It was awesome because my daughter's friends and mom planned it for all of us.
Yeah.
There were 4 of us that
The
went.
same. So
2
we went
moms,
on
2 girls.
my son's spring break.
Yeah.
They, for senior trip, they got a travel planner and we just came to the meeting to tell us what to do.
Oh yeah. Yep. She sent me the link. She's,
Yeah.
okay, here's the cruise we're going
Yeah.
on. Here's who you
Sign
book it
here.
through.
Sign.
Yeah, put your information in here. And then we had some excursions.
Yes.
And she said, here's the link to book an excursion. I've already
Yeah.
booked these 2. Can you book these?
I
2?
love
Like,
those people.
that was amazing.
And I don't know why I don't get a travel planner. Typically, I'm probably the perfect customer,
Yes.
given that I hate planning all of that. But it was so wonderful. I didn't have to, I knew where the bus was going to be there.
Yes.
I didn't even care if I grabbed an extra drink just in case I had to wait long on the bus. I did not care because I didn't have to worry. I just knew the bus was going to be there and the bus was going to get us to where we needed to go and everything was just going to be fine. It was wonderful.
For this last vacation we took just this year, I have a friend who does some of that on his own. And so he helped me plan this. And I was still nervous because when I got there, I didn't know where I would find the bus or what I needed to do when I got to the hotel. And just pulled up the email. And, okay, he says the bus is going to be here. Guess what? The bus was right there.
Yeah.
We walk into the hotel, give him my name. He's there like, yep, you're on registered. Yeah. So that was, I didn't have to worry. But yeah, it was great. And he was super helpful in all of that.
Yeah. I love it. We need to redo a vacation and we're going to get a travel planner to do it.
Yes. And we should start planning it now.
We should. And we can sit by the pool with a drink.
Awesome.
Oh, cheers to that.
Something to look forward to.
Yes.
Love it.
Brenda, it's time again.
Are you serious?
I am. Believe how
just started.
fast. I know. It goes so fast. We have so much fun and great stories to share. And I guess we're just giving you our stories. So from our experience, it does help to plan, but it's no fun.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
just take the pictures, whatever your family looks like, it is absolutely fine. It does not matter. We all know that behind the scenes, those happy spaces aren't always there. And enjoy the moments when you get them because they grow up so
It
fast.
goes by.
Yes. So
Yes.
whether you plan it or someone plans it for you, hallelujah, good times. With that, we'll close with Mima's advice. So when the world gets to be a little too much and it's very overwhelming, just focus on lifting your coffee cup.
And drinking it one sip at a time.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.